Snow fell gently against the windshield of Daniel Carter's black SUV as he sat at a red light on Christmas Eve. The streets of downtown Chicago glittered with holiday lights, storefronts glowing with festive cheer. Children pulled at their parents' coats, pointing excitedly at toy displays, while couples hurried by carrying bags of last-minute gifts. Daniel watched it all, his hand resting on the steering wheel, but his mind wasn't on the lights or the season's warmth. His thoughts were on his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, waiting for him at home with the babysitter, and on the empty seat beside her, the seat her mother should have been in. It had been 3 years since his wife passed away. 3 Christmases where Daniel, despite his wealth, had struggled to bring joy into Lily's eyes the way her mother once could. He could buy her every gift on the shelves, but deep down he knew, money could never replace love, presence, or hope. As the light turned green, Daniel sighed and turned down a quieter street, taking the long way home. That was when he saw her. A woman, thin and shivering in a threadbare coat, crouched near a dumpster outside a bakery. She was digging through trash bags, her hands trembling in the cold. Every so often, she pulled something out, examined it, and either tucked it into a small torn backpack or dropped it back. Her hair was matted beneath a wool cap, her shoes mismatched, and her face, though tired, carried a dignity that struck Daniel in a way he couldn't explain. He should have driven past. People did it every day. But something in his heart tightened, and before he knew it, he was pulling over. He rolled down his window. "Miss, are you okay?" The woman startled, straightening up quickly as if ashamed to be caught. I'm fine," she said softly, her breath visible in the frosty air. "Just looking for something to eat. Don't mind me." Her voice cracked, fragile yet kind, like someone who had once been used to better days. Daniel stepped out of the SUV, his polished shoes crunching against snow. He reached into his coat pocket and offered her a $50 bill. "Here, please. Get yourself something warm." But instead of taking it, she shook her head. "I can't. I don't take handouts." Her eyes flicked down, embarrassed. I was hoping maybe the bakery tossed some day-old bread. That's all." Daniel felt something stir in him. This wasn't the hardened, bitter voice he expected. This was humility. Pride. Pain mixed with dignity. "What's your name?" he asked gently. "Anna," she whispered. "I used to be a nurse. Before, well, life happened." Daniel hesitated, then said, "Come with me. Please. Just for tonight. It's Christmas Eve. My daughter and we'd be glad to share dinner with you." Anna looked at him as though he had spoken a foreign language. Suspicion flickered in her tired eyes, but then she saw the sincerity in his face. Slowly, reluctantly, she nodded. By the time they reached Daniel's home, a sprawling, warmly lit mansion in the suburbs, Anna was silent, staring out the window in awe. She hadn't expected him to live in a place like this. It felt like another world, one she had long ago stopped believing she belonged to. Inside, Lily came running down the stairs, her little feet in striped Christmas pajamas. "Daddy," she squealed, then paused as her eyes landed on Anna. Daniel knelt beside his daughter. "Sweetheart, this is Miss Anna. She's our guest tonight. Can you help me make her feel welcome?" To his surprise, Lily's face lit up. "Of course," she said, grabbing Anna's hand. "Come see our tree, it's huge." For the first time that night, Anna laughed, a soft, musical laugh that seemed to thaw the cold air around her. She followed the little girl into the living room where a 12-foot Christmas tree sparkled with ornaments and twinkling lights. Dinner was simple, roast chicken, mashed potatoes, warm rolls, but to Anna it felt like a feast. She ate slowly, almost reverently, savoring each bite. Lily chattered away about school, her favorite Christmas movies, and the letters she had written to Santa. Daniel mostly watched, struck by how easily his daughter and this stranger connected. After dinner, Lily brought out a small plate of cookies she had decorated herself. "For Santa," she explained proudly, then turned to Anna. "But you can have one too. Santa won't mind sharing." Anna's eyes brimmed with tears as she accepted the cookie. "Thank you, sweetheart. This is the best gift I've had in years." Later, after Lily had gone to bed, Daniel and Anna sat by the fireplace. The crackling flames painted their faces in warm light. "You didn't have to bring me here," Anna said quietly. Most people would have looked the other way. Daniel stared into the fire. "Maybe. But I've been given more than I ever deserved. And sometimes I think, maybe it's not mine to keep. Maybe it's mine to share." Anna smiled faintly. "You know, when I was a nurse, I used to tell my patients something. Life can change in a heartbeat. You think you're secure, that tomorrow will be the same as today. And then, one day it isn't." Her voice trembled. "That's what happened to me. My mom got sick. I spent everything I had trying to save her. When she passed, I lost the apartment, lost my job when I couldn't keep up with shifts. And then, well, here I am." Daniel felt his chest tighten. He thought of his wife, the hospital nights, the helplessness of watching someone you love slip away. He understood more than she knew. "I'm sorry," he whispered. Anna turned to him, her eyes shining. "Don't be. Tonight reminded me of something. That kindness still exists. That even when you've lost everything, someone can make you feel human again." She touched her heart. "That's the greatest gift I could have asked for." Her words hit Daniel like a revelation. All the money, the success, the business empire he had built, it had never filled the emptiness in his soul. But this moment, this simple act of compassion, somehow had. The next morning, Christmas Day, Lily came bounding into the living room to find Anna still there, curled up on the couch under a blanket Daniel had given her. "Merry Christmas," she shouted, leaping onto her lap. Anna laughed, hugging her tightly. "Merry Christmas, sweetheart." They spent the morning opening gifts, but Daniel noticed something extraordinary. Lily, surrounded by shiny toys, seemed most delighted when she handed Anna a small box wrapped in messy paper. Inside was a bracelet Lily had made with beads and string. "It's for you," she said shyly. Anna slipped it on, tears streaming down her cheeks. "It's beautiful. I'll treasure it forever." Daniel watched, his heart swelling. He realized then that Anna wasn't just a guest. She had brought something into their home that had been missing for years: warmth, humility, a reminder of what Christmas truly meant. In the days that followed, Daniel offered Anna a job at his company's foundation, helping with outreach programs. At first, she resisted, fearing pity. But Daniel assured her it wasn't charity, it was purpose. Slowly, Anna accepted, rediscovering the dignity and strength she thought she had lost. And as months passed, something deeper blossomed. Not just between Daniel and Anna, but between Anna and Lily. Their home, once marked by grief, was filled with laughter again. One evening, as they sat together on the porch watching the sunset, Daniel finally said the words that had been in his heart since Christmas Eve. "You know, Anna, you changed my life. That night, you said kindness makes us human again. But you did more than that. You reminded me what it means to truly live." Anna smiled, her eyes shimmering with gratitude. And in that quiet moment, surrounded by love and second chances, Daniel knew that the greatest gift wasn't wealth, or success, or even security. It was connection. It was compassion. It was the courage to open your heart to a stranger. Years later, Lily would tell the story often, how on one snowy Christmas Eve, her dad stopped the car for a woman digging through trash, and how that moment changed everything. And whenever Anna heard it, she would squeeze Daniel's hand and smile, knowing that sometimes the most broken nights lead to the most beautiful mornings.